In this day and age, we are often surrounded by delicious, quick, and easy to access foods. We have a wide variety of selection of goods to choose from, and that could range from buying produce at the grocery store or even going to fast food restaurants. With all of these contributing factors, modern people eat without limits, and that can often lead up to health complications, most notably being above the normal scale. Other illnesses include having high blood pressure, diabetes, and even heart problems. Of course, this can get expensive since one must buy maintenance medicine to prolong their life. Is there a solution to solve most of these difficulties and change the way of living? Enter fasting. What is fasting, you may ask? Well, fasting is simply the refrainment from eating food or sometimes drinking from a physiological perspective. It may also refer to the metabolic status of someone who has not eaten overnight or the state in which a meal is digested and absorbed. Now, eating nothing for a certain amount of time or even extended brings a lot of controversies that encircles the word fasting. People do get reports of having side effects such as headaches, dizziness, muscle aches, weakness, and body fatigue. Prolonged fasting can lead to having anemia and even liver and kidney problems. Despite having these complications associated with fasting, these can be easily solved by replenishing lost minerals by taking in electrolytes and vitamins. With all the talk about not eating sure sounds scary, we should also look at the bright side of the topic. So, why are people eager to refrain from eating for certain periods? We have different reasons for different purposes in our actions, but people have been fasting for ages specifically for health benefits and religious matters. It is said that fasting is a way to purify and cleanse the body from toxins and other foreign substances that enter. For religious situations, it is often associated with the relationship with God, and it is said that fasting strengthens the relationship one has with the mighty Creator. Others do it because they follow a special diet that involves the restrictive timing of meals. Still, everything falls onto the benefits that fasting has to offer. So, what are the benefits of fasting? There is a lot to cover, but starting from the physiological benefits, it provides that it promotes blood sugar control and reducing insulin. By controlling blood sugar, this keeps the brain healthy and energy levels steady. It also helps fight inflammation that may develop into chronic conditions such as heart disease and cancer. Fasting also enhances heart health and cholesterol levels. And for the benefit it's most famous for is by aiding weight loss. Yes, by limiting calorie intake, one can reduce body weight by up to 9% and body fat in the course of over 12 to 24 weeks by doing intermittent fasting. Lastly, fasting prevents cancers and the effectiveness of doing chemotherapy. That's why most cancer patients are suggested to do fasting. How do you start fasting? There are many different types of fast, and these include water fasting, juice fasting, intermittent fasting, partial fasting, and calorie restriction. Water fasting is the most common one, and as you guessed it, it only involves the consumption of strict water only. For juice fast, as the name suggests, juices are allowed. Intermittent fasting is one of the famous ones today, and this is a type of practice that limits your time of food intake by a set of windows like 16:8, 24, or even 23:1, which is also called one meal a day. Finally, partial fasting is the restriction of processed foods, animal products, and stimulants like coffee. It seems that there are a lot of reasons why people should start fasting. From benefits concerning health to having a stronger spiritual bond, we can all agree that this practice is one wonderful and powerful thing. It allows us to heal our bodies and repair ourselves in a way that just involves nothingness. This habit should be extended and promoted to people to try and do fasting. It is worth giving a try and maybe you too can change the way of life.